My wife Jade and I traveled to 3 popular honeymoon destinations in search of the most romantic location possible, so that you guys don't have to. Follow our journey and find out which is the best with us. This is the Honeymoon series. Right now, we are in Santorini. We just got in last night. I did some droning. This morning, we went into the city of Ia, walked around, looked at some of the amazing views. Didn't really do any shopping, but that's okay. Took some photos. And now we are down here in Amoudi Bay, just exploring. We're hoping to maybe try out some of the restaurants down here, walk around, just enjoy our time. Jade will give you her thoughts again later. We'll see if we can find that cool cliff jumping spot down here, and we'll keep you updated.
We're in the town of Oya right now. We just made some dinner reservations for 7 o'clock at night. Hopefully we'll get a seat with a sunset view, cross our fingers. But yeah, we finished with Amoudi Bay, so we came back into town. It's definitely a very pretty view, as you can see. One thing we've noticed here is that you definitely need a nice home base to go back to. We kind of cheaped out with accommodations just because we're used to having our excursions take all day and just being there to kind of sleep and crash. Whereas here, excursions don't really take your whole day, we've noticed so far. I mean, it's only been day 1, we'll keep you updated. But I feel like it would be nice to go back to like a nice place with a view or a pool or something, just to hang out in between those kind of awkward times when you're doing something versus when you're waiting for the next phase to happen. Unfortunately though, Santorini is quite expensive when it comes to accommodations, especially right in town. So that's another reason why we got accommodations outside of town. So if you have the money, I'd highly recommend, balling out here, coming out and spending quite a bit of money just to get that beautiful experience that's a little bit more private, I would say.
Welcome to our new home here in Thera. It's about 25 minutes outside of Thera, and it's a huge step up from our last B&B. Come on in. Right here we have a nice little patio for, watching the sunset out in the horizon out there. And behind it, we have our own jacuzzi. That's right, we splurged a little bit for this honeymoon, and Jade and I are kind of wishing that we booked this place earlier, but let's head on inside. Check it out. We definitely wanted one of those cave Airbnbs, and we definitely got it with this one. Super cool. Let's walk into the bathroom. It's a cave bathroom, and look at that. It's a completely separate room from the rest of the B&B, unlike the last one. Life as a real estate agent never ends. Let's head over to the bedroom. So there's some really cool lighting in the bedroom. We have these wall lights up here, and also we have a little nook that's illuminated, maybe for like a dog or something. And just a large open space here for activities. Lots of room for activities. So yesterday we enjoyed some wine at Santo Wines. It was amazing. Got a sick view of the ocean. Spent a lot of time in the capital of Santorini, Thera. And we actually kind of enjoyed Thera a little bit more than Ia because the streets were a lot wider, so therefore it made it seem like there was a lot less people there, even though there was probably just as much, if not more. So yeah, we're just gonna have a romantic evening here now. The owners delightfully gave us some wine. I think we're gonna go out though and probably get another bottle, enjoy the hot tub, watch the sunset, and just enjoy our honeymoon.
This morning we walked into town for breakfast at Paradise Restaurant. Shared a Paradise breakfast, which was really yummy, and we're now fueled and ready to go to a couple beaches today. We're gonna go to the red sand beach, the white sand beach, and then we're gonna check out the Lighthouse for sunset. So we'll see what it's all about.
You've heard of blue ass water, but have you been to a red ass beach? Right now we're at the red beach here in Santorini, and it is crazy. Not the sandiest of beaches, very rocky, but super cool look at. The cliff sides are super cool. Looks like the swimming here is good. Lots of boats come in for tours. They don't kill the vibe or anything. We're just gonna hang out. It's nice and shaded here actually, which is really cool, as the heat is just insane, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
What's up? We just are walking back from getting ice cream, and we went to the market. One of my favorite things about traveling is getting to try cool, unique foods from the area. We've already tried tzatziki flavored chips, which were a big hit. So now, a little more risky, we're trying prawn cocktail flavor. So I love prawn cocktail. Brady's not a big prawn guy, so it's a little more risky. So we did get some barbecue chips too, just in case. And then we also got some, well, I got some local Greek black tea. This flavor was hibiscus and peach. It's really good. But yeah, now we're just walking back to our Airbnb. It's all uphill, so I'm a little out of breath already. This morning we went to the red sand beach, which was super cool. but we did end up leaving a little sooner than we thought because some of the rock actually started sliding down and hit Brady a little bit. I didn't get hit, but Brady didn't really like getting hit by almost a landslide, so we decided to pack up and leave. So we decided to go to the white sand beach after, which was kind of cut short as well, because we figured out that you can't actually get to the white sand beach by driving. Google Maps kind of took us to a viewpoint and told us that we could walk the rest of the way, but Brady flew his drone out and we decided that there is no safe way to walk down to the beach, and it's kind of more of a beach that you have to do a boat tour to get to. Hung out at the viewpoint. There was a really cool white rock that Brady got some drone footage of. And after we thought about having a picnic, but unfortunately there was no shade and it's been super hot here. So we just decided to go back to our Airbnb and hang out there. Tonight we are going to check out the Lighthouse. This is just my opinion from being here for 1 week, so not that much time, but it's just my experience. The first couple of days, not gonna lie, were pretty rough. We were on the side closest to Ia, and we had a small Airbnb just outside of the town. And we did this because we didn't want to spend a lot of money on accommodations, because we thought we'd be kind of out and about all day, if not just wandering the streets, wondering what to do. It's just really hot out and you get really tired and kind of grumpy.
It is very hot. And we are here late September, like going into October.
Mm-hmm. And of course you're on your honeymoon, so you don't want to be grumpy with your significant other.
No, we've never been grumpy with each other so far. So.
Not the greatest experience for the first couple of days, just because our home base wasn't that fantastic. Halfway through the week, we switched Airbnbs because we wanted to experience both sides of the island. Here now, currently, we have our own jacuzzi outside, which has just made the experience more enjoyable. Hung out here quite a bit just because it's so nice here. We can walk down to the local town here. Going to the beaches didn't take all day, so it was nice to just come back here, hang out in air conditioning, and just enjoy each other's company in a little bit of a nicer space. Santorini has its beautiful moments. We just went and watched the sunset tonight. It was really crowded, which isn't really our style. Get ready for crowds, unless you come in the off seasons. I don't know if I'd come to Santorini again. I think it was beautiful, but I think it's quite small and we saw everything that we needed to see, so I'd give it like a 6.
6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, harsh. I really enjoyed it here. We've had nothing but beautiful weather every single day, which has been awesome. A little bit too hot for sometimes, but can't complain too much being from Canada. I have never had a bad meal since we got here, so that's one thing. Mm-hmm. And the people are so nice. They're so incredible as well. So the culture here, the food it's all 10 out of 10, honestly, for me. What does bring the score down a bit for me is similar to what you mentioned. So just lots of crowds of people, even in supposedly the low season where we are heading into October here, still a shit ton of crowds. So how everything is built on a cliffside is just stunning. It's so amazing. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10, personally. Yeah, but I don't think I would come back here as well, just because I think we've seen a lot of what the island has to offer, and but who knows, we might end up back here one day. But
I'd come back if we got really rich, and we can afford the nicest hotel in all of Santorini and have private views of the sunsets.
If you have the money, if you're planning to come on your honeymoon, don't cheap out, because you'll probably end up suffering in the long run about it. Spend the extra couple $100 a night, get something with a jacuzzi at the very least. And
I would recommend, if you wanted to come here for your honeymoon, instead of staying, let's say, a week at like a crappier place, I would go and maybe stay like only 3 days in Santorini, but just spend all that money on really nice accommodation.
Yes, I agree. It's unanimous. So the final verdict is 7 out of 10 if you put our scores together. And that's a pretty good score. And now tomorrow we're heading over to Amalfi Coast, and we will let you guys know how that is for a honeymoon destination. See you guys next time.
Call my number, call my name.